How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Trials and Tribulations. We're gonna go to the CEO's office, to the crime scene. We haven't been there before. Wasn't fully planning on recording today, but I gotta see what happens. This always happens. I can't stop playing Phoenix Wright, and I end up just playing it every day, even when I don't plan to. So here we go. The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What has that got to do with anything? It looks more like a bunker, fallout shelter. I don't know. Hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Ho ho ho. What is it? Why do you all think that Gumshoe sucks? He's the best. Or something to that effect. Maybe that's what you guys would say. You guys are assholes. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? No, you don't. You sound like an angel. If the gumshoe fits, Maya, go, turn that wheel, open the door, hop inside, close it. Well, anyway, the point is I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs, and I can sympathize when things don't go your way. You see? Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Why did you have no idea? Where have you been? Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Jesus. Anyway, what happened? Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now and we need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. I'll cry over here. Whoa. Okay. The victim's name is Kane Bullitt. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. It happened at exactly the same time the Master Mask was stealing the urn, huh? Alright. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Bullitt's body was stashed away inside the safe. I was gonna say, at first I thought that was a cable, but then I was gonna say, is that his, like, chalk outline? But it looked too small. But I guess, yeah, it is, because it's got the little cards around it, too. Safe, well, it is pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape. Like, it's not chalk, it's string. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. Have some respect. Let's take a look at the thing, real quick, just in case it says anything. 10:12 a.m., cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. Great. So, what happened to Mask to Mask? You mean Ron, probably? He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling. What? You're talking about Ron. No, I didn't mean him. He's not the... Well, yeah, he probably is. Oh, you mean that detective at me? At least, in general. Mask to Mask, originally, even if he wasn't the one who did this one. Although... The thing is, I'm pretty sure Luke killed this guy, so, but I don't think Ron stole the urn either, so who stole the urn? I don't know the details, but I think Ron was Mask, but Luke did this, but I don't know how he could have done both. I don't know. Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved. Ho 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 ho. Now that's the detective I know and love. Think about it, Abby was always around when the calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Heh, yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Emanon case. There was a witness on that one. A witness? Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. The precious gem, the tear of Emanon, was the target of last night's robbery. Priceless, something stolen, the gem and the thief. Stolen? Yep. Hey, this guard here, haven't I seen him somewhere before? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it... What? Excuse me? That the guy in the back? What a... They don't mean Luke, right? I mean, obviously they would have recognized him. The guy in the back, is that... Like, what? It's not Larry, is it? Is it the fucking guard who's always standing there in the detention center? What? I don't know. Is that Ron? Because Ron is totally the first Mask to Mask. I think so. I don't know. Might be Ron, I don't fucking know. Anyway, whatever. So, what else? Godot. Ooh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. I like him. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight, it would have been even cooler if he knew about the murder. Which is what I thought originally, but it proved to not be the case. If he knew about the murder and he got us to prove that Ron was there, to prove that he murdered him, like if he had used that against us and had planned that ahead, that would have been really badass, but clearly they didn't find out about the murder till later. Still like him, though. Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So who is that Java-addicted masked maniac anyway? Prosecutor Godot, he's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office, came out of nowhere. That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records anyway, but no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that give him... Did you just reference Top Gun twice? That's supposed to be... There's no way you just said Iceman and Maverick, and it's not a Top Gun reference. Goosebumps? Yeah, like the books. Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me, they all just turned the other way. Poor Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular. No, that's not what I meant. That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Is it related to the first case? Because who else was involved in that other than you and Dahlia and the dead guy? Is he related to the dead guy? It's not your fault. I don't know. Anyway, do I have anything that I want to present? Before I do that, either way, let me examine around here. Ew, think about it. A dead guy was laying in here all night. Yeah, oh by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right? Yeah, and so? Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Probably by Bullard himself, and then he was pushed in. Yeah, I guess so. Oh ho ho ho. I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal. Yeah, and? Everyone that knows how to open the safe had airtight alibis, I checked. Everyone except the one, that is. Yeah, don't say Ron. Okay, he was a former chief, and that's why he had access. What? Ron Delight, he was security chief? Ron, so he knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal. Shit. What's this? Check out this big, thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. I don't think reading should be hard on your eyes when you're 20-something. Come on, man. What did you find out, Nick? Maybe he needs glasses. That's some, well, Phoenix Wright with glasses in the next game. This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is, what? Okay. It's filled with info on him. What? What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods in the crime scenes. Hey, Nick, look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see, tier of Emanon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Master Mask stole. So then $100,000 is the value of the stolen item? I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. How did you do that secretly? Good job. That's pretty talented. What if I click on this? Will it give me something different than clicking on the safe? This rope. You think it fell out of... I don't think so. So, you mean... Yeah, I think this string shows where and how the corpse was lying. You mean... the victim? He was killed by being crushed by the safe door? No. Maybe, but probably not. Not crushed, but it might have hit him in the head, but probably not. Alright, Maya. What is this? Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. What? Everybody's dead. We did... Oh, evacuate. You've released it. What have you done? Okay, anyway. What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says right there on the panel. Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? Excuse me. This alarm's connected to the basement god room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime. Ooh, so when the CEO was attacked. Do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullet, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. I think we'd better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Okay, first, I want to look at this. Wow, look at that huge frame photo. Are you going to want to steal it? Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky. There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise? Either this guy didn't get out enough or he had really rotten luck with the weather. Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. Wow, okay. Just for the hell of it, what's up with this or the desk in general? This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out, just for a second. Oh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you. Whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is the life. Alright, well, you stay here. You run this company, and I'll go back to mine. Nice. Eek! Right. Anyway, do I have anything that I want to present to you? Probably not. I think we're good. Let's go. Said we could go talk to the guard downstairs. Yeah. Security room. Whoa. This place looks cool. I want to examine everything. Wow. This is really something else. For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure. Does it not? KB security guard. Uh-oh, I just remembered. Larry might be. Please no. Oh god. The music legitimately bothers me. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? And you got my sweet little Maya with you, too. Hi, Larry. Here I was working my fingers to the bone, and in walks an angel. I've got no problems with a daytime date. It's all good. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh, yeah. That's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? Yes. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you. Really? What is it? Huh, well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya. But Nick here's a different story. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. Old school buddies. That was then and this is now. I don't like it at all. I'll try to ignore it, but it's like really intrusive. I could just turn the sound down, but I don't want to. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away info. You can have a date with Maya. Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info? Hey, I like that. This kitten has got some claws. Okay, you really want to know? Yes, so tell me. Okay, so the thing is, Ron DeLite was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me? Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Ron DeLite was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. Before they said he quit, now they say he's fired. I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something. No, that's just you. Okay. He's married. So what is it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors. All the time. Monitors? There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. Oh. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. Well, even if it is part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right? Oh, shit. What do you have to hide? Oh no, I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I always say, that was then and this is now, okay? Looks like I'm going to have to break a psych lock after all. Probably can't do it yet, but I'll try. I'll have to go back to Adrian's at some point. At this point, I've already forgotten what it was that was asked in her psych lock, so I don't even know when to go back to her. But, we'll go back there someday. When I can't figure out anything else to do, or it seems like it's time to go back there. We'll see. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? Well, working or working hard, you know, could be two different things. What? Huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss Delight? Ah, but that was that, and this is this. This is accurate, yes. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night, too? Never. I didn't sneak out. I tell you what, I'll even bet you $1. Sure. $1. Wow, now that's confidence. What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? I don't believe that I have that. Where exactly did he find the wallet? I mean, it just says in the building. Where in the building? Would that be the answer? Because, I mean, he says if it's something small, he doesn't call the team, so would that imply that if it's something small, he goes himself? But either way, if he's talking about doing his job and staying in this room monitoring things, he wasn't doing it, so he wouldn't be looking at the CEO's office, so I guess it's this. This wallet, you know about this, right? I've never seen it before. You gave it to me! We'll see if we can break both of them right now. Give me a break, you can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. Yeah, well, you should expect the audience, the players, to remember it too. You don't have to show it. 1 o'clock in the morning? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Eh. Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift because of this. I mean, I get, or because of, do we have like a record of the things? That's from the other place. We don't, we just have the card. We don't have the actual record thing that, I believe Godot had. So I guess it's this. Here you go. Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to just anyone you know. That keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was open with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way! Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Ooh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. Yar! No! Yes. Cyclops defeated. Take that.